What's up everyone, it's Hash, and today we're gonna learn this badass song of Wolf and Man by Metallica. Okay, we're in standard tuning, and now before I show you all the parts in the song, I'm gonna show you the main riff that I just played in the intro once again. And the reason for that is because the entire song is based on variations of this riff. If you can understand this riff, it will be very easy to learn the other parts of the song. So check this out. This is the main riff that the song is based off of. And it's really fun to play, by the way, too. So that's the main riff that plays during the verses of the song, and it also plays after the solos and before the verses. So the intro of the song, which is really cool, has two guitars doing two different things. The first guitar is going, so that's just an E power chord, our low E open, second fret for A and D string. And the second guitar is going. Okay, so the second guitar starts off from the 7th fret of our A string to the 9th fret of a D string, and then it keeps going up till it comes to the 10th fret of our A and the 12th fret of a D string. So it goes. And the other guitar is going. Okay, so let's recap. The first guitar goes, second guitar is going. So we started off at the 7th fret of our A and 9th fret of our D string. We keep going 1 fret higher. And we stop when we get to the 10th fret of our A and 12th fret of our D string. And you may have noticed I'm palm muting my low E before I play these power chords. I go. Okay, and then we go into. So I'm playing my E power chord, which is my low E string open, second fret of my A string. I palm mute this, I go. And then I play the 1st fret of my low E and 3rd fret of my A string. That's an F power chord. And then I play my E power chord again. So when I play the F power chord and E power chord back to back, I stop palm muting my strings. So I go. And then I palm mute my E string once again. And then I'm going to go to my A and D string. I'm going to play the 2nd fret of my A and 4th fret of my D string. That's a B power chord, by the way. And then I'm going to go 1 fret lower to an A sharp power chord. So I went. Slower. So let's tie this into the first part. Okay, and then we start going. So all we did is, which we did the first time round, but then we go. So before we go, we do this again. So. Let's recap. Then then the vocals kick in, and this repeats itself over and over again until he goes into. Okay, so we start this off similarly to the part that we just did right before. So we go, and then we go, we palm mute our low E string again. We play our B power chord, which is the 2nd fret of our A and 4th fret of our D string. So we go, and then we're going to come back to our low E and palm mute it again. So we're going to go, and you guessed it, we're going to go 1 fret lower to our A sharp power chord. And then we're going to go to the 5th fret of our low E to the 7th fret. We're going to palm mute this. So, and then we're going to do this thing right here, which is really fun to play. We're going to go from the 5th fret of our A to the 7th fret, hammer on, pull off, back to the 5th fret, and pull off the 5th fret to an open A. So try that with me. Palm mute the first low E string 2 notes, and then go. Let's backtrack a little bit. And then we're going to go just a hammer on from the 5th to the 7th twice on our A string, and that's it. So let's recap this. Slow. Okay, the next part is the chorus. Okay, so we start this off by going immediately after this riff. We go, and that takes us into the chorus. So we go, so I'm palm muting my low E, and then I'm playing a B power chord, which is the 2nd fret of our A, 4th fret of our D string, and I'm palm muting my low E again, and then I'm going 1 fret lower to the 1st fret of our A and 3rd fret of our D string. So, and then I go. So what I'm doing here is I'm playing my E power chord twice, then my F power chord, which is the 1st fret of my low E and 3rd fret of my A string, back to my E power chord. So let's recap what we have. And we do. So what I did is when I came back to my E power chord for the 2nd time, instead of going, I go a little bit higher on the fretboard. I went to the 4th fret of my A, 6th fret of my D string. So, and then I go 1 fret lower to the 3rd fret of my A and 5th fret of my D string. So let's recap. So we start off with. And then we go. So what we did is instead of going, we go. That's the 2nd fret of our low E, 4th fret of our A string. Play twice, then go up 1 fret, come back down 1 fret, and go back to. Let's recap this. So we start off with. what we're going to do is, again. So if you go, so we're playing our second fret for low E and fourth fret for A string. We go up one fret and come back down. So we're palm muting it first. We go, and then we stop palm muting and we go. And then we do our other guitars going. So here we go. So let's recap the chorus. And then we go back into okay, so after this part we go into the chorus again and then we go into the solo. So right after the solo what happens is and this is where he's talking, where he's saying back to the better day, I feel a change, and some other cool stuff. Okay, so to get into that part, we go. So that's the third fret for low E, fifth fret for A string, and then we play our low E string open but muted. So we come back to this power chord again, play it twice, go one fret lower. And then we go. Okay, so what's going on there is there's a guitar that's playing in clean tone as well, and it's doing this. It's turned really low in the mix, but you can hear it. It's our high E string open, third fret for B string, and our G string open. And then at some point, when this starts building up, they start to. So what's going on there is, we just did this in the chorus, right? From the second fret for low E and the fourth fret for A string, we go one fret higher, come back, and then we go. So what I did here is I went to the fourth fret of my A and sixth fret of my D string, and then went one fret lower. So this is when all the buildup is happening, and right in the end, the rhythm guitar goes before going into the chorus. So what I did here is, I start off with the third fret of my A and fifth fret of my D string. I go. I'm just going up the fretboard one fret at a time. 2, 3, 4. After I do it the fourth time, then this time instead of starting at the third fret of my A string, I'm going to start at the fourth fret. I'm going to go. So I go. And then we go into the last chorus, which is pretty much the same as the other choruses, except in the end when the song ends. So in the last part of the last chorus, when we're going, we go. Okay, so what I did in the end of the last chorus, I go, and instead of going, then I go. Okay, so when I go, this is nothing new, we've done this before, but then we go. So what I'm doing here is I'm playing the 4th fret of my low E and A string and the 6th fret of my D string. I go 1 fret lower after I play this to the 3rd fret of my A and E and the 5th fret of my D string. So I go, let's backtrack. Okay. So I just start going up the fretboard 1 fret at a time again. 2, 3, 4. And then we go back into okay, so all that really happened is in the end of the last chorus we go and then okay, so we did this part right after the solo too, right? We go. So we play the 3rd fret of our low E and 5th fret of our A string. Then we palmate our low E. And then we play this power chord again. And we go 1 fret lower. And then we start playing this again. And the other guitar is doing. And that's pretty much it. Well, I hope this lesson helped. Let me know if you guys would like me to teach any more cool songs like this one. This one was really fun. I will catch you guys next time. Take care.